You know, they say the hardest substance on earth is diamond. They're wrong. It's the space between where you are and where you want to be. It's the invisible wall you feel every morning when the alarm goes off. A wall made of your own fears, your own comfort, your own past. And you can't smash through it with a hammer. You can only dissolve it, one deliberate, painful, consistent breath at a time. I learned that the hard way. I learned it in the quiet, suffocating dark. I used to think my life was a series of unrelated events. A random collection of good days and bad days, lucky breaks and brutal setbacks. I was a ship in a storm, just trying to stay afloat, believing the wind and the waves were in control. I'd look at people who had what I wanted, the success, the peace, the purpose, and I'd think they were just born under a different star. They had a better map body. They had a faster ship. I was just me, duck, toilet, treading water in a vast gray ocean, watching the horizon for a rescue that was never coming. But the rescue wasn't coming because the rescue was the problem. The waiting was the cage. I was building it around myself every single day, bar by bar, with every excuse I accepted, every dream I deferred, every time I told myself, tomorrow. The most dangerous lie we ever tell ourselves isn't, I can't. It's I will later. Later is a phantom city that never appears on the horizon. It's a mirage. And I was dying of thirst, staring at it. I remember the moment the ceiling started to feel like it was closing in. It was a Tuesday. Of course it was a Tuesday. Nothing monumental ever happens on a Tuesday. I was in my apartment, the same one I'd been in for years. I knew every crack in the plaster, every squeak in the floorboard. I could navigate it in the dark. And that was the problem. My entire world had become something I could navigate in the dark. There were no surprises, no risks, no light. I was sitting there, scrolling through the curated highlight reels of other people's lives. And a voice, clear and cold and terrifyingly my own, whispered from a place so deep inside I'd forgotten it existed. It said, "Is this it? Did you trade everything for this?" It was the voice of the kid I used to be, the one who believed in epic things, the one who looked at the night sky and didn't just see stars, he saw destinations. He's in you too. I know he is. He's the one who made you pick up this video, who made you click on it with a fragile, flickering hope that maybe, just maybe, there's a key hidden here. He's the one watching you now from the back of your own eyes. And he's not impressed with your excuses. He's not buying your rationalizations. He's just waiting, hoping you'll remember him. Come on, kid. This your dream, right? You asked for this. You prayed for this on birthdays when you blew out the candles. You whispered it into your pillow at night. You wrote it in the margins of your school notebooks when you should have been taking notes. You didn't just want a job. You wanted a purpose. You didn't just want a house. You wanted a home filled with a life that felt like your own. You wanted to matter. You wanted your existence to leave a dent in the universe, no matter how small. And now here you are, at the foothills of that very mountain you once stared at with so much wonder. And you're frozen. You're looking up at the sheer face of it, the storm's gathering near its peak, and you're thinking about turning back to the flat, safe, familiar ground. But dreams don't become real unless you move. Prayer without action is just noise. A wish is just a sentence. You have to take the first step. You have to put your hand on the rock and start to climb. Your younger self is watching you right now. He's not the critic you think he is. He's not judging you for being scared. He's scared too. He's scared you've forgotten him. He's scared that the map he drew with such wild, hopeful strokes is about to be crumpled up and thrown away. He's begging you, with everything he is, not to quit. Can you feel it? That tightness in your chest when you think about giving up? That's him. That's the dreamer inside you, putting his hands against the glass of your reality, screaming without making a sound. Come on, kid. This was everything you ever wanted. Don't you remember? Don't you remember the feeling? It wasn't about the trophy or the applause. It was about the feeling of being fully, completely, terrifyingly alive. That's what he wanted. That's what you wanted. And I know the moment you almost quit. It's always the same moment. It's not at the beginning, when the excitement is fresh. It's not at the end when the finish line is in sight. It's in the brutal, lonely middle. The grind. The place where the novelty has worn off and the reality has set in. The place where every muscle aches, every thought tells you to stop, and the voice of doubt is so loud it drowns out everything else. It's right there in that exact moment that you have to remember something crucial. This is the exact moment you used to imagine when you were daydreaming in your cubicle or in your classroom. This is the scene you pictured. You pictured the struggle. You just didn't know it would feel this heavy. You saw yourself as the hero, and a hero isn't a hero without the battle. This is the battle. This is the path you chose when you decided you wanted more. So walk it. Walk it with your chest up. Walk it like you belong here, because you do. This is the cost of admission to the life you desire, and it's a price worth paying. Every great story, every hero's journey, has a moment where a mentor appears. Sometimes it's a wise old wizard. Sometimes it's a grizzled coach. But for most of us, that voice has to come from within. It has to be the part of you that has already crossed the finish line, looking back at the part of you that is still struggling in the mud, and reaching out a hand. You have to be your own mentor. You have to look yourself in the eye in the mirror, past the fatigue, past the fear, and say the words you desperately need to hear. Come on, kid, this is your dream. Act like it. What does that look like? It looks like one more rep when your body is screaming. It looks like sending that email when your finger is hovering over the delete button. It looks like choosing the hard right over the easy wrong. It looks like faith, not as a feeling, but as an action. Because let's be brutally honest for a second. Dreams sound beautiful when they're just ideas. They're like beautiful, intricate castles built in the air. But the moment you decide to build one on the ground, you realize it requires bricks. And bricks are heavy. They're made of mud and straw and sweat. This is the price. This is the grind. The early mornings, the late nights, the missed parties, the solitude, the criticism, the countless failures that feel like personal indictments. This is the currency of dream. It's not paid in money. It's paid in sweat, in tears, in patience, in resilience. So pay it. Don't flinch. Don't haggle. The universe doesn't give discounts. It only honors full payment. There was a version of you who believed in magic. Not fairy tale magic, but the magic of possibility. That version of you looked at a blank piece of paper and saw a masterpiece. That version of you heard a song and felt it in your bones. Felt that one day you could make something that made someone else feel that way. That version of you dared to hope for a future that was brighter, bigger, bolder than your present circumstances. That dreamer is the most sacred part of you. And what are you doing right now? Are you building the world he imagined? Or are you, through your inaction, your procrastination, your fear, quietly abandoning him, betraying him? Don't. Todd. Please don't. He is the best of you. He is the source. To abandon him is to sever your own roots. A tree with severed roots might stand for a while, but it will never grow, and it will never bear fruit. You wanted purpose. You said it yourself. You looked at the mundane, repetitive cycle of an ordinary life, and you rebelled against it in your heart. You wanted change. You felt a restlessness in your soul, a divine discontent that whispered, there has to be more than this. You wanted better. For yourself. For your family. For your legacy. Well, I need to tell you something. And you need to hear it. This struggle, this uncertainty, this feeling of being lost in the woods, this the road to it. This is not you being lost. This is you being on the pathway. The path to purpose is never a straight, paved highway. It's an overgrown, treacherous, winding trail through a dark forest. You can't see the end. You can only see the next few steps. But every step you take is a step away from the life you settled for, and a step toward the life you were meant for. So keep walking. Your dream is a force that pulls you forward. It's a magnet in your future, drawing you toward your potential. But your comfort is a gravity well. It's the pull of the familiar, the safe, the known. It's the warm bed on a cold morning. It's the easy job that pays the bills. It's the routine that requires no thought. And every single day you are in a tug of war between these two forces. Your dream is calling you to climb the mountain. Your comfort is begging you to stay in the valley. And you are the deciding vote. You are the one who chooses who wins. Every choice, every minute of every day is a vote. Who are you voting for? Are you casting your ballot for the bold, adventurous future? Or for the safe, predictable past? Dreams don't come true because you want them. Wanting is passive. It's a state of mind. Dreams come true because you fight for them. Fighting is active. It's a state of being. The universe respects fighters. It responds to action. When you get knocked down, and you will get knocked down, the dream isn't in the wanting to get back up. It's in the gritty, bloody, determined act of getting back on your feet. It's in the defiance. It's in the look in your eye when you wipe the blood from your lip and say, "Is that all you've got? Come on, kid. Swing back. The world will hit you. It will hit you hard. Your job is not to avoid the punches. Your job is to learn how to take them and to keep swinging. Your dream is not a fragile thing that needs to be protected from the storm. It is the anchor that holds you fast in the storm. Remember the nights you couldn't sleep? Not because you were anxious, but because you were excited? Your mind was racing with ideas, with plans, with visions of what could be. You'd lie there in the dark, a smile on your face, playing out scenes from a future that felt so real you could almost touch it. That fire, that raw, unbridled, beautiful fire, is still in you. It hasn't gone out. The world didn't extinguish it. You just let the embers get buried under layers of adult responsibility, of bills, of disappointment, of cynicism. But it's there. I promise you. It's there. It's a pilot light waiting for a spark of oxygen to roar back to life. Don't let your adult doubts kill the dream the kid built. Your inner child is not naive. He is not foolish. He's the only part of you that never learned the word impossible. He's your guide. Listen to him. This is the one change. This is the only thing that matters. It's not a change in your diet, or your workout routine, or your morning schedule. Those are just symptoms. This is the change at the core. It's the decision to stop being a passenger in your own life, and to take the wheel. It's the decision to honor that kid who believed in you so completely. It's the decision to build the castle, one heavy, muddy, sweat-soaked brick at a time. It's the decision to vote for your dream over and over and over again until the comfort loses its power over you. So what do you do now? You take one step, just one. It doesn't have to be a big one. It just has to be in the right direction. Do the one thing you've been putting off. Make the one call. Write the first sentence. Do the first push-up. Clean the first corner of the room. That one action, no matter how small, is a message to the universe. It's a message to your own soul. It's you saying, I am still here. I am still in the fight. The dream is not dead, and that one action creates a momentum, a tiny, almost imperceptible shift in the fabric of your reality. And then you take another, and another. You are the sculptor, and your life is the block of marble. Right now, it might look like a shapeless, daunting thing, but inside it is a masterpiece. Every time you choose courage over comfort, you are chipping away a piece of the stone that doesn't belong. Every time you choose action over apathy, you are revealing more of the form hidden within. It's a slow process. It's a painful process. Your hands will get raw. You will get tired. You will look at the rubble at your feet and wonder if you're making any progress at all. But you are. With every single swing of the hammer, you are. Come on, kid. This is your dream. It's time to build it. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. The world is waiting for the masterpiece that only you can create. Don't keep it waiting any longer.